Morning, Steve Frieder with results of the USDA report. Again, kind of a mixed bag here with friendly nearby corn negative to the beans. USDA estimated the 2021 corn carryout 1107 by increasing exports 75 million bushels and ethanol 75 million bushels. Again, some people think that they're still low in exports by as much as 200 million bushels. For next year, 1357, they just carried the lower carry-in, and they were down versus 1507. I still think they're as much as 200 million bushels too low in exports. In the beans, they raised carry-out to 135 from 120 by bringing the crush down 15, but census export numbers suggest their final bean export number might be 45 million bushels higher. They carried that higher carry-in to next year with a carry-out of 155 versus 140. Beans down 18 cents, corn up 10 to 11 cents. In the wheat crop, 1898, the average guess was 1892. Winter, 1307. Hard red winter, 771 versus 731 last month. Soft red, 335 versus 332. And the white wheat down to 201 versus 220. U.S. wheat carryout for next year is 770. The average guess was 783, and the May was 774. Looking globally, for 21-22, the wheat carryout 296.8 versus 294.9. They raised the Russian crop 1 million tons to 86. But we have to watch the weather in Russia over the next 30 days because it looks drier and warmer than normal. Corn carryout 289.4 versus 292.3. They did lower Brazil corn crop to 98.5. We've seen some numbers below 90, and they estimated the Argentina corn crop unchanged at 47. As far as next year's bean carryout, 91.1 versus 91.1 last month. They raised the Brazil crop 1 million tons to 137 and left Argentina at 47. So I think bottom line here is that now we trade weather. And this morning, the weather forecast in European model was warm and dry over the next 10 days, maybe 2 weeks for much of the central Midwest. The American model is just a touch wetter with a couple chances of maybe 0.2 to 0.8 of an inch of rain. So I think that this break in beans is a buying opportunity because I think the old crop is going to get tighter than what the USDA is saying. November beans are about unchanged, and I think they're also undervalued given the forecast over the next 2 weeks. July corn did go up over $7, test a little bit over $7.15. I think if we retest that price, though, if you're long the July corn, you probably should roll to December as we switch now to looking at whether December is probably undervalued. Chicago wheat, Kansas City wheat is going to have to follow the corn market, but we are starting harvest there, which could put pressure in the marketplace. And I think that the rains in North Dakota this week certainly will help the crop, but I don't know if there's any more follow-up rains, which eventually could lower the crop. And when we look at their all-wheat production number, that number could actually end up being down 65 million bushels because of a lower spring wheat crop. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like yourself would like to be treated.